It's a cool summer evening, and we're sitting at a little outdoor cafe around the corner from her apartment. And I order a glass of wine, and she says, no, you can't have wine because you're in between sessions and you need to be clear and present and focused and have a clear mind. It's 1984, and the sessions are the Werner Erhard Seminars Training, or EST. And I'm taking it, and it spans 2 weekends. It's 60 hours, and it's 30 hours a week, and I have just finished the first weekend. So now I'm in between sessions, in the middle. I order a glass of wine. She says no, and I say, but wine clears my mind. She did the EST a couple of years ago, and she said that it changed her life and that I need it. And then she reminds me for like the 100th time that EST is about experiencing the experience. It's about who you are. It's not about what you have or what you do or what you don't have. It's about the self as self. And I am listening to this for like the 100th time, and in my mind I'm thinking, well, this self wants to experience the experience of having a glass of wine by myself.
I need some self-improvement. It's 2006 and I've just turned 40. And I'm about to start this massive new job. I got a big promotion. And look, I don't know if it's the turning 40 thing or the new job, but every single thought in my head right now is about self-renovation. My nightstand is full of books about self-improvement and self-enlightenment, experience, the self as self. I'm into self-care, self-love, self-trust. I've read it all. And I'm doing more. I'm taking care of my body. I'm detoxing my diet. I've stopped drinking and no more relationship drama. But it's all okay. I just want something big, something really to get myself ready, my mind focused, and I find it. It's an extreme hot yoga boot camp in the Catskills. 7 hours a day of yoga for 7 straight days, and vegan organic food and evening discussions led by some famous yogi guy, the one who teaches the classes during the day. I think this could be it. This is really good. And you have to apply to get in. You have to answer all these very personal questions about your commitment to self-enlightenment. It's got to be legit, right? I answer everything. I think this could be it. I think it's going to help clear my mind. And, well, yeah, I'm going to yogify myself into a clear mind. And I get in.
And I know I need to get into this because I need it. Like, I've been depressed. I can't seem to get my life started. I don't have the acting career that I thought I was going to have. And all I want to do is just go downtown to the bar where I work and waitress and hang out with Steve and Dave and Suzanne, and I just don't want to think about anything. And I am conflicted about our relationship. I mean, we were lovers, and it just wasn't... And we've kind of morphed into this place where I'm just being kept. So she pays the $250 for me to take this training. I mean, she kind of pays for everything that I do, and she kind of like tells me everything I should do. But maybe she's right. Like, maybe I really do need this. Maybe this is going to be, I need this boot camp, right? Maybe this is going to be the moment of self-renovation. Maybe this will be something new and something big.
Yeah, well, this is my something big. This hot yoga boot camp, I'm in it. 40 of us, all middle-aged professionals, crammed shoulder to shoulder in this overheated room doing yoga 7 hours a day. And the first day, well, it's brutal and intense because I've never done any yoga before. And maybe a couple of classes at the Y, but nothing like this. And so I'm learning the poses easily, and I like the vegan organic diet and the yoga all the time. And well, by day 2, with all the stretching and the heat, my body is contorting like a warm pretzel. And famous yogi guy, he even says we're all starting to smell a lot better. He says we're sweating out all our meat vibes and bad relationship vibes. I don't know if that's true. It's kind of weird, but I do feel better. I'm sweating a lot, and I feel rinsed out. I feel euphoric. I'm so euphoric, I buy a bunch of yogi swag from the Yogi Guy, including a 24 CD box set of guided audio yoga sessions. I don't think I'm ever going to do this, but it's so exciting. I feel confident. And yeah, I'm talking about yoga differently now. I call it my practice. Like, yeah, my practice was great today. How was your practice? Yeah, I feel like my mind is getting clearer. I'm all in.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
But this training is just like brutal and intense. I mean, I am crammed in. There's like hundreds of us, shoulder to shoulder. I'm in this giant auditorium in this like convention center, and there's no note-taking, there's no watches, there's no snacking, no drinking water, no sleeping through the discussions. And on the stage is this famous like leader guy, and around him he's got these like trainers. And I'm looking at these guys on the stage, and I'm thinking, well, how come these guys get to have a drink of water? Because like I see these little Dixie cups under their chairs. And how come these guys get to go to the bathroom? Because I'm figuring when they walk off the stage, they're going to the bathroom, right? But for us, there's just no way out. And then all I can start doing is thinking about dinner. Dinner. I'm at a KFC with the people that I'm sitting in the row with, my new friends. I'm at a KFC. Now, I have never been into a KFC because I don't like fried chicken, I don't like mashed potatoes, but I am so hungry. So we order a bucket of crusty chicken parts. And like the crispy, salty skin, it kind of separates from the chicken and it's kind of slimy, but like I am so hungry. And the salty, the buttery mashed potatoes, it just kind of looks like a pulverized tapioca, but like I am so hungry. But the Diet Pepsi, oh my God, the Diet Pepsi is so cold and so bubbling and refreshing, and I want 2 Diet Pepsis, but I can't have 2 Diet Pepsis because if I have 2 Diet Pepsis, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom, and there's hardly any bathroom breaks. Midnight, I took a cab back uptown to her apartment, and I'm kind of tired, but I feel like euphoric. And I'm like looking out the window as we head uptown, and I see that there's all these people like still sitting at the outdoor cafes, and the bars are still crowded, and there's like people walking on the streets, and the city is still alive. And like I feel alive, like I feel confident, like I can do anything, like I like myself. And then the next day, I do it all again. And then here we are. It's the middle of the week. The middle of the sessions, I'm back waitressing, and I'm trying. I want to be in.
Yeah, so I'm all in, but I'm tired with all this yoga and the sweating. And also I'm craving all the things I can't have. Oh my God, I want coffee and a Diet Coke, and I want some meat. And I'm dreaming about things I never normally eat, like all the stuff like that's crispy and salty and fatty, like even fried chicken. And I think about sneaking out late at night to a local restaurant, but you can't. They never take their eyes off us here. So I just decided I'm going to stay in my room one night. I'm going to skip one of the evening discussions. There's one every single night. But there's a knock at the door. It's the famous Yogi Guy's assistants. They've come to get me. You see, they remind me that I signed an agreement to be present at all times for the discussions, even if I sleep through them. There's no way out. So I go with them and I curl up on the discussion room floor and I fall asleep. And when I wake up, everyone has gone back to their room. So I walk back to my room in the cool night air, and God, I feel alive. Like this is the first time in 5 days I haven't been soaking in my own wet, moist yoga clothes. And also, I'm thinking clearly differently now. Like, how come I'm so obsessed with all this self-renovation? And also, wait a minute, there's some weird shit about this place. Like, how come famous Yogi Guy, he's always surrounded by these lithe young women worshiping at his feet? How come famous Yogi Guy, he's always in the most comfortable chair during the discussions, and I'm always in this shitty fold-out thing? And how come famous yogi guy? Yeah, he keeps reminding us not to have any horizontal relationships while we're here because it clouds the mind, apparently. Yeah, well, he's getting a lot of attention, I think. I'm not having any horizontal relationships, but I've made some friends, and we talk about this place, this obsession we have as 40-year-olds to want to self-renovate, and also the weird obsession with how we smell in this place. And look, here's the thing. The yoga's great. It's just everything else might be bullshit.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this might be bullshit because after the EST graduation, they expect you to take workshops, which of course she pays for and wants me to do. I mean, there's workshops in like friendship and stewardship and entrepreneurship and relationships, which I am not going to touch. And anything with like a ship suffix is a workshop. So I go to the leadership workshop. Only I don't go to the leadership workshop. I go downtown to the bar where I waitress, and I just hang out with Suzanne and Steve and Dave. I mean, because it's like my home and they're like my family, right? And all I want to do is just waitress, collect tips, and I don't want to think about anything else. And Dave, my new manager, Dave, like we've been flirting with each other. And last week he took me out for a drink after work. And I like him. So I go home with him.
I want to go home. I think the spell is broken, me and hot yoga, something about the cool night air and also the weird yogis knocking on my door. But I can't go home yet till I do one more thing. It's called a yoga graduation. It's the fire of Shiva ceremony. 40 of us gathered around a massive bonfire in a field, and we're each handed 3 pieces of paper and a pencil. And we're supposed to write down the 3 things that we want to give up, 3 hefty things that we're ready to live without, things we've learned we can live without from all the yoga and the stretching and the discussions. And we're supposed to write this down, and then what? I have to run toward the fire shouting, "I commit to the fire of Shiva?"
And the next morning, I get off the elevator, and I start walking down to her apartment, and I see outside of her door, there's these 3 large, green, hefty trash bags. And there's some clothes in it, and I'm thinking, what is she giving clothes away? And as I get closer, I see it's like my sweater and my belt, and like, holy crap, that is my stuff. Like, why is my stuff in the hallway? What, is she kicking me out? I mean, like, why? What did I do?
What am I going to do? I don't want to be here anymore, and I have to do the Fire Shiva thing. And I speak to my friends. This is weird, right? The whole Fire Shiva thing. And look, we just agree we're going to write down the 3 things all 40-year-olds want to give up. Toxic relationships, bad food habits, and unattainable love. And we write these down, and it's my turn. Damn it, they're calling me. I know who I am. I just got to do this one thing to get the hell out.
I know who I am. I didn't need EST to tell me who I am. I mean, I know that like I am lost and confused, and I know that this is a toxic relationship, but my mind was always clear. I wanted out. I know what I did last night. So now I'm out.
I want out, and they call my name, and yeah, I do it. I run to the fire, and I shout, "I commit to the fire of Shiva," and I throw the pieces of paper in, and I'm graduated. I'm done. I leave that 24 CD box set behind for the yogis. I go home and clear off my nightstand. I think I see it now. I'm always going to be a little confused and a little lost, and that's okay, because I see it even clearer now. You see, my mind was always clear. So the self-renovation, I'm out. Thank you.
Thank you.